talking about him, during the broadcast. Pau Gasol, a long-time servant and their best player.
Yeah, plenty of Spanish supporters as well, as you can see, have come in, as have the Montenegrins as well, who I'm sure will perhaps fancy to cause a bit of an upset tonight. On paper, they've got a pretty talented roster, don't they? Do you reckon they can push Spain all the way?
There's no reason why not. Hungary have shown the way that they were able to live without their star hanger for 3 quarters. Montenegro have got to do the same. They have Tyrese Rice, they have Vucevic from the NBA, Dubljevic, who's had a fantastic season with Valencia, winning the ACB and getting to the final of Euro Cup. Why not? And they've also got this young lad, Dino Radonic, very exciting young talent. We'll be looking to him to give us some highlights today as well.
Yeah, just 18 years of age is Radonic, so certainly one to look out for the future. So the two sides will just be presented to all the spectators in the arena, and then of course they'll just have some final warm-ups before we get going. Montenegro, who couldn't get out of the group phase in their first 2 FIBA EuroBasket appearances. That was back in 2011 and 2013. Can they do it this year under the watchful eye of the 70-year-old Bogdan Tanjevic, who we just saw? Well, there is the main man. Needs no introduction. And, well, a lot of the hopes for Spain, presumably, once again rest on his shoulders.
Yeah, Pau Gasol, a great individual player, but a great team player and leader of this group, along with obviously Navarro, Rubio just going through. Sergio Rodriguez, there's Marc Gasol, there's Hernan Gomez, Sastre from the winning Valencia ACB team, and Oriola, who's just got a contract with Barcelona. Everywhere we look, there's talent and there's know-how and there's experience with a little bit of youth as well, Adam.
Yeah, when you bear in mind the players that they're missing as well, Victor Claver, Pau Ribas, Nicola Mirotic, Serge Ibaka, Felipe Reyes, Rudy Fernandez. It's quite incredible, but we will just pause now for the national anthems.
The national anthem of Spain.
national anthems are complete, the two sides will just exchange a few gifts, have some last-minute warm-up and some more inspirational words from their respective coaches, and we will be underway in 3 minutes or so's time. So just a couple of moments until tip-off. Here are the referees for today. Tolga Sahin from Italy, Christopher Anthony Reid from Australia, and Johan Rosso from France. They will be overseeing proceedings today. Hashtag EuroBasket 2017 as well if you want to get involved. And of course you can watch all the games on livebasketball.tv. Well, Spain have won 3 EuroBasket titles since 2009, including in 2015, thanks to Pau Gasol's heroics. But let's just take a look at the two rosters. And first of all, the Montenegro roster. And Graham, which players out of that lot should we be keeping an eye out for?
Yeah, Dublovic, Nikolas Vucevic, both playing in the NBA. Tyrese Rice, and as I say, Dino Radonic. And there's the starting five: Rice, Sajovic, Dino Radonic getting a start, Filip Barovic and Vasevic. Dublovic will be coming off the bench. But such a key man.
Yeah, a lot of the ball will be spent in the hands of Tyrese Rice, the American who has recently, a couple of years ago, got a Hungarian passport, and there is the key man for Spain. As we look at their roster, aside from Pau Gasol, who else?
Well, most of the rest of the roster,
yeah.
Adam. Rodriguez played in the NBA at CSKA, Navarro, Rubio, Gasol, Hernan Gomez, Sastra, Vivas, Oriola, Samanteri, the whole squad really. And you've got Juanso Hernan Gomez, the younger brother of Willie. You know, a lot of the team are playing in the NBA. You've got Rubio at guard, Samanterio, great season with Valencia, Alex Abrines in the NBA with OKC. So lots of talent wherever you look. It should be a wonderful game for the fans here in Cluj-Napoca.
Yeah, it is some side that the Spanish have. Here are the key players that we've picked out.
Yeah, Pau Gasol, he is homing in on the all-time scoring record for EuroBasket. He's 8 points behind Dirk Nowitzki. He's 60 points behind Tony Parker, but he's played a massive 17 games less than TP. And Dublovic.
Yeah, it's pretty. You'd imagine, Graham, that he will pass Tony Parker within this EuroBasket, providing he stays injury-free, of course, wouldn't you?
Well, he's got 5 games, 60 points or 61. So if he averages over 11, 12, over 12, my apologies, he will make it. And as for Dublovic, great season for Valencia. I commentated on him in some games during the season, and he was fantastic for them. They won the ACB, took it away from Real Madrid and Barcelona, and he was the MVP for the ACB League Finals.
Well, there is Bogdan Tanjevic, who started coaching when he was just 24 years of age. He took over the Italian side in 1997 and won the EuroBasket title 2 years later. And there is Sergio Scariolo, who's well, when he's been at the helm, only once has the team come up short of the podium, and that was at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2010, but they were without Pau Gasol. They do often get off to slow starts in major tournaments, though, the Spanish. They struggled early in EuroBasket 2009, they struggled early in 2015, they also struggled early at the Olympics, but they have never finished outside the top 3 when Gasol is in the team. That is some stat.
Yeah, and that says it all. The confidence he gives the rest of his teammates, leading by example. I mean, technically, as a big man, he's got everything you need. He's got the size, but he keeps the ball up. You'll see it when he rebounds. He won't bring the ball down, or very rarely. Everything is done technically correct. He's got his brother alongside him, who maybe he's going to be looking to him to take the reins a bit more now, because this may well be Pau Gasol's last EuroBasket.
Yeah. So here we go then. The second game of the first day here in Group C. Spain up against Montenegro. And it is the Montenegrins that control the tip, and it's in the hands immediately of Tyrese Rice. Turned it over straight away. Ricky Rubio into Pau Gasol. Great to have Rubio in that guard position. Such a talented guy, and well, they back off him, they allow him to take the three, and a big rebound already from Barovic.
Yeah, San Ontario just had a think about that. The shot was up short.
There is Vucevic into Rice again. Radoncic. Good ball movement from the Montenegrins. Marc Gasol all over him, just forcing a pretty tricky shot. Did enough to put Vucevic off.
Yeah, Marc Gasol, great defense. They never left his feet. Made Vucevic take a really tough shot.
It's Rubio again. Marc Gasol just sets the screen, throws it back outside. Gasol throws up the two, off target, rebound by Sehovic.
Gasol will take a lot of those type of shots. Practicing a lot yesterday during the Spanish training session. I'm sure he'll be making a few.
Tyrese Rice, great D from Pau Gasol. Already involved in the action, and now Rubio for three down the other end, can't get it to go. The rebound, and he draws the foul, and will head to the free throw line, but great D up the other end from Pau Gasol.
Yeah, just coming, he was all over Tyrese Rice, but he's coming over to help, as he's done many years, swatting it away and blocking it to himself so he can then start the fast break.
Bit of a height difference between Pau Gasol and Tyrese Rice there. Tyrese Rice 185 centimetres, Pau Gasol at 215. Just about makes the seconds, and the first points of the game go the way of Spain. Rice, Rubio up against him. Radoncic sees Sehovic in the corner and makes the three. And that will just settle any Montenegro nerves.
Yeah, great cross-court pass from the young Radonic, and shooting without any hesitation, ball's loose.
Last touch off Spain, so that's good for Montenegro. It's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, sloppy play from Spain. They were trying to do the handoff. Just see the replay. It was just a short pass, and Abrines wasn't really ready for it.
Foul has been called. Montenegro will keep it. He was born in North Carolina, was Tyrese Rice. Received his Montenegrin passport back in 2013. Still went to college in the States, to Boston College. As Rubio brings down a rebound, and the simplest of tasks, as Alex Abrines slams it home. And he has all three of Spain's points early on.
It's an obvious thing to say, but Montenegro have got to take care of the ball. A sloppy turnover from Vucevic.
Spotted foul. Again on Spain. This is the fast break down the other end. So Sehovic will inbound for Montenegro. First foul on Marc Gasol. Vucevic into Tyrese Rice. The left-handed Montenegrin throws up the three and count it.
Yeah, beautiful step-back move with a dribble by Rice, and he has got that nice-looking left-handed jump shot for three.
Yeah, makes the game look very easy. Tyrese Rice, watching him in practice yesterday, he's just so casual with quite a lot of things, but certainly mightily effective. So Rubio into Pau Gasol. Now his brother. Gasol looking to try and get the shot away, and does. Well, that's what he does. Pau Gasol just creates the space for himself and knocks down the two.
Yeah, great individual move from Gasol, just fading away, impossible to guard.
Rice throws up the teardrop and gets it to go as well. It's been a nice start here from Montenegro. We spoke in the first game about how important it was for Hungary to get off to a good start against Croatia. You feel it's similar for Montenegro here against the Spanish. As Marc Gasol throws it up, Rubio for three, just comes up short, and good rebound by Vucevic. Zahovic brings it clear. Tyrese Rice, it'll be a three if it goes. It doesn't. Pau Gasol brings down the board.
That's a tough shot for Rice. Just one. They're just getting one shot.
Sanamteria into Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
Draws the foul.
Barovic.
It's all over him.
Barovic is 6'9". He's got his hands full trying to guard Gasol.
So 14 seconds reset for the Spanish, who trail by 8 points to 5 in the opening 4 minutes or so here. Pau Gasol, Abrines fancies a three, makes the three. And the bench like that.
Gasol in the post, so unselfish. Draws Abrines' defence slightly on the help. Opens up Abrines' three-point shot.
Yeah, good start for the Oklahoma City Thunder man, and Pau Gasol once again make that block number 2 already. Just so dominant on both ends of the floor, isn't he?
Yeah, very intelligent. Good help position. Always there to help his teammates as well as guard his own player.
Is Rice trying to drive to the lane, but too many white shirts in the way. And now Sanamterio with the layup, and an easy 2. And Spain have the leads.
Yeah, Montenegro's defence just turned away from Sanamterio. A little bit of ball watching, and he just attacked the open lane.
It's Vucevic who tries to go over Pau Gasol, not the easiest thing to do. Just off target now. Into the safe hands of Ricky Rubio. Pau Gasol fancies a three himself. Well, he can do everything, Pau Gasol.
He is an all-court player, and he is closing in on Dirk Nowitzki for second place in the all-time scoring records for EuroBasket, Adam.
Yeah, just 3 points behind now to tie Nowitzki. 4 to go past him, and a timeout has been called by the Montenegrins. I think he'd be pretty happy with the start the Montenegrins have made.
Yeah, they can only do so much defensively against Spain, against Gasol. He's going to be imploring them, as Hungary did in the last game. They've got to match Spain's effort. Don't try not to turn the ball over, and make the most of their offensive opportunities.
Yeah, just went on an 8-point scoring run there, did Spain. And the lead is up to 5. So a good spell for the Spanish. Plenty of support. God knows where she got that from.
I think we saw that group outside.
We did, yeah. We avoided at all costs, I think. Well, you saw the sweat there dripping off Pau Gasol already. It is incredibly hot here in Cluj-Napoca. Said after the first half of the Croatia-Hungary match, both Graham and I were both sweating, so I dread to think what the players are feeling out there. It's about 30 degrees outside, but it feels just as hot inside, really. Radoncic helps it on Pavlicevic. Oh, a great steal from Ricky Rubio, just read exactly what was going to go on there, and foul called on Pavlicevic.
Yeah, again, that's just sloppy play from Montenegro. They've got to keep their concentration up, and Rubio was lightning quick coming in from the blind side to steal. Let's just see this. Todorovic just in the game, just didn't see him coming.
what the great players do. They always seem to be that one step ahead of everybody else. Rubio and Pavlicevic just coming together there. Sananterio to Pau Gasol. Into his brother. Marc Gasol turns, gets a really difficult shot away, but is fouled, and Marc Gasol will shoot too. And to be fair, Marc Gasol, I think, looked at the defender and kind of said, oh, I'm not sure about that one.
Well, it was a good move from Marc. Just backing himself into Vucevic, putting a lot of pressure on him.
Oh no, he did. Yeah, he did touch his arm. Correct call.
Got so much firepower. I know we were speaking about it before the start of the game, but whoever they bring on, Spain, it is a tough matchup for the Montenegrins, but they've just got to keep believing, keep the score manageable, and go on a run of their own.
Yeah, he decided to skip EuroBasket 2015, did Marc Gasol, as he just said he needed a break from basketball, and also missed the Olympics last year with an injured right foot, so great to have Marc Gasol back in this Spanish lineup. So Pau Gasol and Ricky Rubio take a seat. Rodriguez is in, as is Oriola. Pavlicevic. Now trail by 7, Montenegro. It's been a really impressive run here from the Spanish. Dubljevic is also one for Montenegro. The bearded Dubljevic. Great pass, and yeah, contact underneath, and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, 2 beautiful bounce passes from Montenegro to Todorovic. So Dubljevic, and then straight to Todorovic. Couldn't quite get the, as we see in the replay, couldn't quite get the finish, but that's what Montenegro got to do. Move the ball quickly. Don't let the defence of Spain just play in front of you. Move them around. Yeah.
Abrines goes to take a seat. He's had the hot hand early on. 6 points already for Alex Abrines. First free throw is good from Marko Todorovic. It's a second round pick in the 2013 NBA draft by the Portland Trail Blazers, but had his rights traded immediately to the Houston Rockets.
Some good pressure from Montenegro, and Rodriguez nearly turning it over.
Yeah, might have just caught Spain a little by surprise there. And the decision goes Montenegro's way.
And that was a good choice. Try something different. Coach Tanjevic just throwing in a quick junk defence. It sped Spain up. They took a full shot and offensive foul.
Yeah, foul called on Juan Hernan Gomez, one of the Hernan Gomez brothers, with Willie as well. We were speaking yesterday, weren't we, about whether there's ever been a team that have had 2 sets of brothers on their roster, as Rodriguez steals. And the foul called on Pavlicevic. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. It looks as though Sastre is about to check in. Sananterio takes a seat.
Yeah, great. Good work by Sananterio, earning the start. Veteran, such a good player for Valencia this season as well.
Yeah, won the ACB League, Valencia, last year. Spanish coach Sergio Scariolo actually left Sananterio out of the Olympic squad to go to Rio. He said it was one of the hardest decisions he's ever had to make, so I'm sure he was delighted to be able to call upon him again for EuroBasket 2017.
Well, you can see why, with the energy he brings and the experience.
Here's Ivanovic. Todorovic. Oh, great D again from Spain underneath the hoop, and now in transition, the fast break down the other end to Marc Gasol. Gets a big shove in the back, and let's hope he's okay. Well, he is. Not sure that cameraman is though.
That could have been very dangerous. Let's just see what happens here.
Just got a little nudge, but when you're running that quickly, it's all you need is a little nudge in the back. It's so easy to go falling over, and I mean, I think that cameraman just managed to evade him. Not really the person you want falling on you, Marc Gasol.
No, it's 6'11". That's quite a train coming towards you, but picks himself up, knocks the free throw down.
Yeah.
But that just shows how quick Spain can break. They just move the ball from one end of the court to the other in blink of an eye, and it's the big man leading the, trailing for the pass and finishing, which is a great example for any aspiring big players out there.
Yep, Willy Hernan-Gomez is now going to check in. Marc Gasol just takes a little breather after that fall. The older of the two Hernan-Gomez brothers is Willy. He's 23, his younger brother's 21. Mihailovic. Oriola does well just to knock it out of bounds. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Marc Gasol just having a look at that right wrist. May have fallen a little awkwardly. Seemed okay enough to knock down the free throw, so hopefully he's all right. Oh, given away cheaply again. And it's Rodriguez. Oh, the no-look pass! And the easy two for Sastre.
A wonderful play from Spain. The steal from Rodriguez and a no-look. Just threw the Montenegrins right out of sync.
As well, just to feign on the, I think it was a long two actually, if it had gone. Didn't, they get the offensive rebound. Throws it underneath. And a foul is called. So the lead is already 11 for Spain, which is a little ominous for Montenegro. This was the no-look pass. There you go.
Yeah, good running by Sastre as well. Catch and quick finish.
So both teams in the penalty. Sorry, Graham, for the last minute and 55 of this opening quarter.
I was just going to say the chemistry that this team has got, whoever's on the floor, they just seem to know what's going to happen next for the Spanish.
Dubljevic makes both from the line. Certainly someone that Montenegro will be looking towards, Dubljevic, throughout this competition. Oh, he's in so much space for three, and makes it. No pressure at all on Hernan-Gomez, and he's off and running in EuroBasket 2017. Mihailovic. Dubljevic again. Two white shirts for company, does well to keep it in there. Mihailovic, shot clock was ticking down, and it was a bit of a rush shot in the end from Dubljevic. He still had 3 seconds to shoot. Now Rodriguez, good screen set by Hernan-Gomez. Rodriguez has thrown it away. It's actually a good job that he kept that in. I think it would have been Spanish ball.
Yeah, it was off a Montenegrin hand.
Yeah, he thought about letting it go, didn't he? Ivanovic, great pass to Todorovic with the simple two. Great pass, though, by Ivanovic.
Yeah, that's super team play. Moving without the ball, the Montenegrins have got to do that. They can't just try and score over the top of these Spanish.
Still a double-digit lead for the Spanish, 24-14. Rodriguez. Great play. Rodriguez, another no-look pass. It's like he's playing an exhibition out there. Turning on the style is Sergio Rodriguez.
A wonderful drive. Draws the defence. Gomez just waiting on the baseline for the catch and finish. Superb to see Rodriguez.
There's about 1.5 seconds between the shot and the game clock here. Three from way downtown is off target, and no time to throw up the three for Spain, but they'll be pretty happy with their first quarter's work here. Here's the little dribble from Rodriguez. There's the disguise pass and the easy finish underneath. So Spain off to a flying start in this opening quarter. 26-14 the leads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch every game on livebasketball.tv, so make sure you stay tuned. Here are the stats then.
Yeah, Spain 5 of 7, very efficient from 2 points, 2-point range, 3 of 5 from 3 because they move the ball so well. They make their free throws. They are even with the players that aren't here. They are they're a fantastic group, and all the teams here are going to have to deal with them. They're going to have to find a way to unlock it and try and stay competitive with Spain. But here's the highlights.
Yeah, Spain just went on that little run about halfway through the first quarter, which put some substantial distance between them and Montenegro. Montenegro started pretty well. Tyrese Rice went a little quiet as that first quarter went on, and then Abrines had the hot hand early on. He came out firing with 6 points very quickly. They've just got so many players that can hurt you, the Spanish, everywhere you look. Ricky Rubio, and then Sergio Rodriguez certainly added his name to the highlight reel. There he is, number 6, with a couple of really clever no-look passes.
Yeah, they've got those two as playmakers, Rubio and Rodriguez, and everyone else just runs off them. It's two great players to have in your squad.
So, second quarter underway. Spain with a 12-point advantage already. Montenegro, they have to keep it close. Rodriguez! Oh, he's on fire, Sergio Rodriguez! Not only the little finish, but how about the dribble that went before it?
Wonderful dribble, and the right-hand finish. Score with either hand.
Well, he wouldn't have looked out of place playing for the Harlem Globetrotters from what we've seen so far. Here he is again, Sergio Rodriguez throws up the alley-oop! What a start for Spain. Hernan Gomez now has 4 points and the lead is 16.
Yeah, Hernan Gomez moving brilliantly without the ball and well found by Rodriguez.
So Tyrese Rice is going to check back in here for Montenegro. Ivanovic takes a seat. Well, you can certainly see why in the opening quarter in a bit, why so many people think this will be Spain's tournament again. The way they've started here has been mightily impressive. Here's Rice, steps back, throws up the 3. They need something to start falling for the Montenegro. Well, they get the offensive rebound and they put back the 2.
That's what Montenegro have to do. They've got to hunt in packs, keep the ball alive.
Yeah, it's how Hungary stayed in the game for as long as they did against Croatia. Their offensive rebounding was really impressive. Gets the loose ball, can't get the 2 to go, but again, picks up the rebounds and will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a great triple effort by Juancho Hernan Gomez, the younger brother and the smaller brother, still at 6'9", but that's just keeping it after the ball time and time and time again, wanting it that bit more.
Yeah, I'm not sure smaller brother is probably the right term.
He's 2 inches shorter than his brother, Willie.
Makes both. 16-point lead. Tyrese Rice. Rice drives to the lane. Bit of contact, wants the foul, didn't get it though, but still made the 2. Rodriguez, another little pass behind! And Hernan Gomez from nowhere throws it down.
Rodriguez again. He just knows Hernan Gomez is coming. And a left-handed finish. Great team play, great 1-2 punch again from the Spanish.
Yeah, again, it's Sergio Rodriguez who's the architect. Oh, it's a really good finish from Dubljevic.
Yeah, nice catch and finish. They need more of that from Dubljevic.
Rodriguez. I think he just had his shirt pulled a little bit. Good pressure though here from Mihailovic, and Spain get a little lucky there that the ball comes off the foot. And now the big presence of Nikola Vucevic is back in. Todorovic takes a seat.
Yeah, Vucevic has got to have a massive game now in the middle.
Sastre throws it back to Rodriguez outside. Oh, just couldn't quite handle it. Manages to save it from going out of bounds. Willy Hernan-Gomez going to work down under, can't get it to go. And the rebound from Jurisic.
Better defense by the Montenegrins, making the Spanish take a difficult shot.
Oh, great pass, Tyrese Reese. Oh, did he get a block on that? I'm not sure whether he did, Hernan-Gomez, but he can't put it back again. So many chances for Vucevic. And against this Spain team, you simply have to take those opportunities.
Yeah, Vucevic just tried to keep the ball up the whole time, just tapping it back. Just couldn't quite get it to roll.
Rodriguez for three, just comes up short. And good rebound by Dubljevic. Tyrese Rice goes with his left hand on the reverse, can't get it to go, but well rebounded, and this time, finally, Vucevic gets it to go. Well, he had enough practice a couple of seconds ago, I suppose.
That's much better by Vucevic, getting really active. Pau Gasol out of the game, or both the Gasol brothers out of the game, so it does open up things slightly.
Yeah, only 1 from 4 from the field so far, Vucevic. There is Willy Hernan-Gomez. Does well. Had the big presence of Vucevic on him, but little step and made space for the two.
Yeah, great footwork by Hernan-Gomez, and finishing on the other side of the basket.
Mihailovic throws it back outside. Decides to take the three, way off target. Easy rebound for Hernan-Gomez. Rodriguez. 6 assists already for Sergio Rodriguez. Just about manages to stay in, and on the reverse puts in the 2. Willy Hernan-Gomez, the lead is 16. Hernan-Gomez already has 10.
Juan Carlos Navarro, we just saw, he's
Travel.
waiting to come in, another Spanish legend.
Yeah, travel called on Vucevic, so they turn it over. Pau Gasol back out there as well. 37 years of age now, Juan Carlos Navarro.
He was the MVP of the 2011 EuroBasket. Fantastic servant to Spanish basketball.
Yeah, she has a record 7-time All-EuroLeague team selection with Vasilis Spanoulis, as Gasol comes up way short with the 2. Here's Rice, does well Rice, throws up the little floater, can't get it to go, and well, Vucevic is certainly improving on that.
As he has to, he's 26 years old, he's the up-and-coming NBA player. He's got to lead this Montenegrin team, and he's got to challenge the big players of Spain.
Yeah, you'd say it's him and Dubljevic, maybe Tyrese Rice, who they're going to look towards in this competition. Ricky Rubio thought about the 3, decided against it, and the foul is called on Tyrese Rice.
Yeah, great drawing of the foul there from Ricky Rubio. Just hesitated slightly before he made his move, and Rice committed the foul.
Rubio, great pass to Hernan-Gomez, who felt the contact, draws the foul, and will head to the line.
Yeah, Jurisic committing the foul, and one show Hernan-Gomez going up with his left hand. Just a highlight there from his brother Willy Hernan-Gomez. They're not a bad 1-2 punch either, are they? As well as the Gasol brothers.
Seen a lot worse. So it's Juancho who's at the line, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Make that 6 points and 3 rebounds. Scariola will be pretty happy. So makes both. And in comes San Antonio again for the Spanish. So the lead 16, it's the biggest lead that Spain have had.
They just need to move the ball a bit more.
Yeah, it is a little static for the Montenegrins. Up goes the 3. Pau Gasol with the rebound.
Keeping the ball way above his head. Nice, easy outlet.
Here's Ricky Rubio. Throws it back outside. Navarro. He's got Tyrese Rice for company. Screen set by Marc Gasol.
That's better defence for Montenegro. The Spanish tried to penetrate, but they were forced to kick it back out. Nearly threw it out.
Spain really sharing the scoring load as well, just seeing 23 bench points already for the Spanish, just 10 for Montenegro. That is impressive stuff. Pau Gasol into his brother, who felt contact, and Marc Gasol will shoot a couple.
Yeah, Barovic just getting the wrong side of Mark there. Forced to foul, otherwise that would have just been an easy 2. It's a good point with the bench players. Of course, a lot of the players that are coming off the Spanish bench would start for other countries, and I think that's a big key. There's not a lot of drop off, if at all, when the players exchange substitutions.
Yeah, immense strength in depth for the Spanish.
And we will see this. We will see this time and time again in this game and going forward.
Vucevic did well there to bring down the rebound. Now Tyrese Rice. Tries a difficult hook shot with the right hand. Good D from Marc Gasol, forcing the tricky shot. Now Ricky Rubio into Gasol down the other end of the floor. Turns, fadeaway 2, just comes up short. And a foul underneath has been called on Montenegro, so Spain will keep it. And Gasol will head to the line.
It was on Barovic. Certain sections of the crowd are not. Let's just have a look at it. They're not happy with that, the Montenegrins.
It's a bit of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Barovic not happy with the decision. And Pau Gasol, who has 5 points already, has a chance to go to 7. Which would take him 1 behind Dirk Nowitzki in the all-time EuroBasket leading scorer list. Which he doesn't. He remains 2 behind. Spain now with their biggest lead of 18, 42-24, the Spanish lead with 3 minutes remaining. Rice, Vucevic puts up the 3 and makes it. Much needed as well from Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a bit of everything. Rebound, if he's got the outside shot, he's just got to absolutely go for it.
Yeah, imperative here that can Montenegro try and get this lead down to 10 points or something before the half-time break. Gasol falling over, still finds Navarro, who answers with a 3 of his own.
Wonderful pass, even from the seated position. Gasol makes a pinpoint bounce pass from Navarro, ready to catch and shoot.
Radoncic into Tyrese Rice. Back outside to Radoncic, who drives to the lane, throws up the right hook, can't get it to go. Marc Gasol with the rebound. And Navarro can bring it forward.
Good defence from Spain, making Radonic take an off-balance shot going away from the basket.
Rubio. Thought about the 2, instead gives it to Pau Gasol, whose basket won't count. Whistle had already gone. So Ricky Rubio will head to the line this time. Another one that missed EuroBasket 2015, Ricky Rubio. He had, was undergoing ankle surgery at the time, but was part of the Spanish side that won bronze at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Regarded by many as one of the best European guard prospects ever, Ricky Rubio.
When he started playing senior basketball as a teenager,
Yeah,
very
14.
young teenager.
Youngest player ever to play in the Spanish ACB League. 14 years of age.
I mean,
incredible.
that is quite extraordinary. I know we have Radonic out here. He's a very good prospect. And obviously Dončić for Slovenia.
Yeah, Rubio with the steal. Rubio throws it down under to Marc Gasol. It's just as simple as that, isn't it?
They make it look simple again. Like his brother, Marc Gasol catches it, keeps the ball up. Just a little quick turn and finish. No unnecessary slowing down of the ball.
Radončić throws it out. That is careless from Radončić. They just can't afford this. Pau Gasol. Gasol draws contact, heads to the line with the opportunity now to tie Dirk Nowitzki.
And yet again, the great defence from Spain. Just step it up. They have so many gears. The hands getting active, making it tough for Montenegro to get a good shot. And on the break, Pau Gasol is leading it. And as the guards are told, reward your big man when he's running the floor.
Yeah, Pavlicevic with 3 fouls already. But a timeout has been called here.
Bogdan Tanjevic has just got to try and get into this team, get into their psyche. 70 years old, we saw them practice yesterday. He was almost practicing with the team, the way he was controlling them, and now he's having to do this in a game situation. He's got to get more activity, they've got to believe, they've got to try and get Spain out of their rhythm, because at the moment, Spain are looking irrepressible.
Yeah, he's a pretty animated figure, is Bogdan Tanjevic. It was quite amusing watching him at training yesterday, wasn't he? He was so involved that you could almost tell that he wanted to be still a player himself, but I'm not sure he's quite got the legs for it, but he's certainly got the experience and the know-how to try and pass down his knowledge onto his team.
Oh, that's absolutely correct, Adam. And as they come back out, they've got some good players that have played at high level this season, and they've just got to dig in. They've got to do themselves proud, going back to the Hungary performance. I know they fell short earlier today, but they believed in themselves, even with Adam Hanger out for the last, for the whole of the second half. They believed, and now Montenegro have not got that issue. All their pieces are available. They've just got to believe and make it competitive. And Pau seems to have a lid on the basket at the moment.
Maybe he knows that he's just about to tie. Maybe the pressure's getting to him. I think not. But he misses both.
Yeah. He may know the situation, but it's back of his mind.
Yeah. For all that he's achieved in the game, this is just another record for Pau Gasol. Todorovic now. A shove in the back from Navarro. First foul on him inside the final 60 seconds now of the first half.
Yeah, it was a big push. Hands on the defence, literally, from Navarro.
Selvic. Pavlicevic will be 3 if it goes. It doesn't, but Barovic grabs a rebound. Great defence from Marc Gasol again. Rubio around the back, throws up the 2, banks it in. Ricky Rubio.
That's a tough shot from Ricky Rubio, going left and shooting with his right hand across his body, and makes it look very easy.
The lead is 24. Pavlicevic, great pass from Pavlicevic, and on the reverse, nice finish by Selvic.
We said that earlier, move without the ball. There's the cut along the baseline by Selvic. Getting in behind the defence, they didn't know he was there. Catch finish quick before the bigs can come over and block your shot. So well done, Montenegro. Timeout, let's see what they can do from here.
Yeah. Well, what would you be saying if you were the Montenegrin coach here, Graham?
Well, I think I'd be using that basket offensively. That's how we can do it. We don't have to keep taking false shots. Yes, you've got to respect the Spanish, but they've got to try and move without the ball, make their own offense without having to be a tough shot. And if they can do that, move quickly, move the ball quickly, they can get some shots of their own. And the big players have got to stand up. It's not going to be easy playing against the Spanish. They're one of the greatest teams of all time.
Yeah, they sure are. And well, Scariola's team talk there a little easier, you'd imagine, than Tanjevic's.
Yeah, he's just going to keep them respecting the opposition, just to keep ticking over, keep moving the ball, and keep the effort levels sky high, so no one else outworks them.
Yeah.
With all their talent, no one else is going to outwork us.
Yeah, just need to avoid complacency, really, the Spanish. Keep the tempo high, keep going exactly how they've started. I mentioned right at the start of this game that they're very often very slow starters in these big events, but it certainly doesn't appear that way at the moment. 51-29 the lead, and we're not even at the halfway point. Very nearly are, though. 14 seconds left. Here's Navarro. Marc Gasol knew the shot clock was counting down, so had to take the tricky shot. And that is that for the first half. A first half in which the Spanish will be pretty delighted with. And, well, Bogdan Tanjevic has got a pretty tricky team talk ahead of him now at the halftime break. Spain leading 51 points to 29.
Yeah, that was good defence. Nice offence before the timeout. Good defence after the timeout, forcing a Marc Gasol one-legged fadeaway shot. As we look at the stats, 60% from two, 57% from three, and 15-20 for the free throws. 16 rebounds each, 5 blocks. Again, they're going to make a lot of blocks because they can guard their own player and they can come across really efficiently to help and not commit fouls. That's the thing with the Gasol brothers. They commit very few fouls.
Yeah, they do it fairly. 13 assists as well for Spain in that first half, just 6 for Montenegro, albeit 6 of those 13 to Sergio Rodriguez. What a great first half he had. Some big highlight reel plays from Rodriguez. So we will leave you with the highlights from the first half, but make sure you join us again for the second. It's Spain leading 51-29. Well, welcome back everyone to the Polyvalent Hall here in Cluj-Napoca. It is game day 1 here in Group C. The second game has reached its half-time interval. Spain against Montenegro. We've already seen Croatia get the better of Hungary in the opening game of Group C. And of course we still have one more game to bring you as well. Romania against the Czech Republic is the final match here, starting a little later on, but here it is Spain who are very much in control against Montenegro. Willy Hernan Gomez there was certainly one of the key players in that first half, 10 points already, shooting 5 from 6 from the field. But if you go through Spain's roster, actually only one player who's played any minutes in that first half has yet to score, and that is Pierre Oriola. Every single player, apart from him, who's been on the court in that first half, has scored at least 2 points. They are really sharing the offensive load very nicely indeed. Graham, Montenegro, 51-29 points is the lead for Spain at the moment. What would you have said in that half-time break if you were the Montenegrin coach?
They've got to try and forget the score. They've got to break this quarter down into, say, 2 or 3 minute segments. They've got to come out firing. They've got to come out believing. They've got to keep it manageable to start with. Throw in maybe some different defences. Move the ball like they did on that last offence. Get a simple score underneath. If they can just make the extra pass, believe in themselves, but just every couple of minutes they can reassess. So this doesn't get out of hand with Spain running away with it.
Yeah. Well, pretty imperative, you'd think, for Montenegro to start this third quarter well. Got to try and find a way to get back in this. You'd probably say out of the teams in Group C by talent alone, Montenegro may be closer to Spain and Croatia than to the rest of the field in the group. But they do need to try and prove it out here on the court as well. Pretty tough start for them, of course, against the Spanish.
There's Dublevic really trying to get these guys riled up, get them really up for this first few minutes of the second half, as we see Gasol, who's now 2 points behind Dirk Nowitzki in the all-time EuroBasket scoring. Talking with Alex Abrinas, again, very smooth player, just keeping in the flow of the offence, knocking down the shots. But Montenegro have really got to come out and just give it their all. Let's see how they get on in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's going to be Montenegro to inbound. Pavlicevic. Dubljevic. Marc Gasol came out for company. Ricky Rubio called on the foul.
Yeah, Rubio trying to fight over the screen there. Bit too much contact. Foul called on the newly acquired Utah Jazz guard.
Yeah, 4 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists so far for Ricky Rubio. Oh, great pass. That's what Montenegro have to do. Graham just gave me the big thumbs up. That's what you want to see, Graham.
Pavlicevic, great movement off the ball, catch finish before the Spanish defence can come over and help. And if they can just get a couple of those, bit of defence, just get Spain out of their rhythm.
Yeah, Pavlicevic now has 4 personal fouls, so he's walking a tightrope. Ricky Rubio to Pau Gasol for 3, and to pass Dirk Nowitzki just comes up short. He just cannot get the ball in the basket at the moment. Pau Gasol, it will come, I'm sure.
Of course, Dirk Nowitzki, one of the great three-point shooters. That would have been a nice way for Pau to go past.
Ranjesh for 3. Gasol can't bring down the rebound. Last touch was off the Montenegrins, and Spain will get it.
Bit more fight. They've got to get their hands in. They've got to, even if they commit an offensive foul, Coach Stankovic will take that. They've got to be, as long as if they're going to commit fouls, get after the ball.
Rubio just can't get it to go. You might notice a new tattoo for Ricky Rubio. He's got a big lion now on his arm. Pavlicevic for 3, knocks it down. Good start from Montenegro, just what they wanted. Go out to a 5-0 run to kick off this third quarter. Rubio, though, out to Abrines, who tries to respond with a 3 of his own and can't get it to go.
So we're ticking down to that first 2 minute segment, and Montenegro have had have had a much better start.
Yeah, good D from Abrines. Didn't really do anything, just got his body in the way, did enough. And now he goes coast to coast and makes the two, but the bucket isn't going to count. They thought it should have been a three-point play. I think the whistle went before he was in the shooting motion.
Now in the NBA where Abrines plays for OKC, that may well have been given as continuation, but it's called a little bit tighter here in the FIBA competitions.
Yeah, Rubio just having a quiet word, shall we say, in the referee's ear. There's Navarro.
Yeah, Juan Carlos Navarro, the La Bomba, as they call him in Spain. Spain's all-time leading appearances to his 244th appearance for his country.
There's some going.
As you mentioned earlier, sorry Ed, as you mentioned earlier, his achievements within the Euro League, obviously for Barcelona, played a short time in the NBA as well during his career.
Yeah, will this be his last EuroBasket? Question marks over him and Pau Gasol. Maybe the last time we see them at this competition in a Spanish jersey. He somehow manages to find Marc Gasol. How on earth did he knock that down?
They may have made that play in the playground a few times. The hook pass from Paul to Marc, and Marc off balance makes the shot.
Yeah, Marc wanted the foul as well. He looked at the referee as if to say that's got to be an and one, but not given. 3 points is off target from Pavlicevic. Vranjes with the rebound.
That's good effort from Montenegro. Keep the ball alive, get another offense.
Oh, great turn from Dubljevic. Little pass he's got. Bodies all over him and draws the foul, and he'll head to the line.
Dubljevic again telling his team, come on, let's go. Todorovic again playing for Khimki in Eurocup in the Russian league. Got to believe in yourself. And again, Dubljevic, a good drive along the baseline, brought the help to him, and as they turned, they fouled Todorovic. They must make the free throws while the clock stopped.
Yeah, Todorovic averaged 7.8 points, 6.2 rebounds in the EuroBasket qualifiers, so pretty good numbers from him. Need to try and translate into the competition proper. Rubio to Navarro. Now Pau Gasol waits for support, which eventually arrives. Abrines is fouled, and he will shoot two now. But great ball movement from the Spanish.
That's wonderful again, from one end to the other. Ripped the rebound. I think it was Abrines who came up with it. Ball into Gasol, and Gasol always looking for the best option, and he found it with Abrines.
Knocks down his 7th point. Alex Abrines, 1 rebound as well. Can't get the second, but Ricky Rubio is there, and very nearly turned it into a 3-point play, but can't get it to go. Vranjes now.
Similar to Hungary earlier, if they can't grab the rebound, tap it to one of your teammates, because they are undersized, depending on what Spain have on the floor. So if you can't grab it yourself, tap it to a teammate.
Yeah, Dubljevic with the turnover there. So they give it straight back to the Spaniards. And Ricky Rubio. Navarro now. Rubio to Pau Gasol. He's got the D all over him. And he'll have another opportunity from the free throw line to tie Dirk Nowitzki's record. I sound like a broken record myself.
But I think it's an important moment, Adam, where we want to enjoy it when it comes for Pau and the Spanish team and all his supporters and family and friends.
Yeah, he missed both free throws the last time he was at the line. He's made the first. He makes the second, and Pau Gasol does indeed tie Dirk Nowitzki as the second all-time leading scorer at EuroBasket. He needs another 53 to pass Tony Parker. The three from way downtown is good from Pavlicevic. He has 8 points personal. Well, Pau Gasol into Rubio. Navarro thought about the three. Now he does throw it up and responds with a three of his own.
That's wonderful play by Navarro. Individual brilliance. Step back dribble. No hesitation for La Bomba.
Yeah, just when Montenegro thought they may have been regaining some ground, Navarro just cancels it straight out.
Yeah, Todorovic's got the ball in the corner there. The better pass might have been a quick bounce pass inside. The perimeter pass was defended.
Pavlicevic, now Dubljevic, back to Pavlicevic for three again!
Much better.
Back to back for Pavlicevic.
Much better for Montenegro. Quick decisions, catch and shoot, believe.
They are eating into it, slowly but surely. Ricky Rubio. Pau Gasol. Got Todorovic all over him, and again, Pau Gasol, so experienced, just draws the contact and heads to the line once more.
Again, as soon as Pau Gasol catches the ball in a scoring position, the defence, Todorovic in this case, who's just fouled out, unfortunately. That's a big piece for Montenegro, inside, gone. But I think a little bit of panic comes into the defender's psyche. They overstep, maybe overbalance. Gasol will give them a fake or a smart offensive play, and that's how he ends up at the line so much. And here's his big moment yet again.
Just to move second by himself in the all-time leading scorers at EuroBasket, which he duly does. So Dirk Nowitzki is bumped down to number 3 on the list. He makes both from the line again. Recently signed a new contract at the San Antonio Spurs, did Pau Gasol. Worth around $48 million. Nice work if you can get it. Here's Vranjes.
Well deserved.
Well deserved indeed. You can't really argue, can you? Pavlicevic. Vucevic, nice. Long two.
Again, snappy ball movement, catch and shoot. Shoot with confidence. Good job by the Orlando Magic player.
Ricky Rubio, well, they've left him completely open, and that's what you're going to get. Completely uncontested three for Ricky Rubio, who now has 7.
Rubio on the whole is a pass-first guard because he has so many options around him, but if you're going to leave him open, he'll take the shot.
Vucevic again. Just off target, rebound by Marc Gasol. Straight into the arms of Rubio again, who takes a tumble and somehow keeps hold of it. And Pau Gasol can't keep it in bounds. Just making sure Ricky Rubio's okay. May well see Sergio Rodriguez very soon.
Just tweaked his ankle slightly, or just stumbled. He looks okay.
Yeah, he's just got his hands on his knees. He's okay. Pavlicevic takes a seat and gets a nice round of applause after those consecutive threes.
Yeah, he's given Montenegro a really nice spark.
Yeah, had a really good Basketball Champions League, did Pavlicevic, with Žilnoki Olaj. Averaged 15.3 points per game, 3.9 assists as well. Translating that form now onto the big stage for his country.
Tough move for Vranjes there. But good defense by Vucevic.
Yeah, Navarro's lost it. Vranjes, well, has all the time in the world to knock down a three. Can't make it, though. And now in transition, Pau Gasol just about manages to keep it in. Or he went for the little no-look pass. Needs some lessons off Sergio Rodriguez, methinks.
Yeah, you can see the funny side of that. Could see what he was trying to do. But again, great running from Gasol. He leads by example. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah, 37 years of age as well. Pau Gasol, just like Juan Carlos Navarro. Navarro, one of the golden generation boys of the Spain side that beat the USA at the FIBA Under-19 World Championships many moons ago. Gasol tries another pass to his brother. and Vucevic brings it down. Rice throws it outside. The three is off target, but Sejovic brings down the rebounds. Dubljevic for three this time. A little long, and Pau Gasol brings down yet another rebound. Number 8, approaching a double-double.
Yeah, again, any aspiring players who want to know how to rebound, he takes the ball so high, elbows out, just keeps it away from the opposition.
Navarro. Pau Gasol sets the screen. Navarro knocks down the three. Simple as that.
The two veterans, they don't look like veterans the way they play, Adam, but they're just combining beautifully there. Gasol with the screen, Navarro with the shot.
So just over 2.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Spain 67, Montenegro 42. Spain have done well to turn this third quarter actually on its head. Montenegro were leading for some time. They got the lead down to 19, but it's now back up to 25. Not trying to give Montenegro any hope whatsoever of getting back into this one. It's Tyrese Rice. Vucevic. Extra pass looking for Rice and flicked out of play.
Yeah, Johan Sastra from Valencia, ACB champion this year. Great active hands.
Poor old Scariolo just took one to the face.
I'm sure he won't mind as the ball was deflected.
So shot clock violation. Yeah, he may well have felt it a bit more if Spain weren't 25 points ahead. Ricky Rubio's clearly okay after that little tumble he suffered just a minute or so ago. Kept him on the floor, so clearly not feeling anything, which is good news. Already saw one of the stars of this competition, Adam Hanger for Hungary, earlier on. He unfortunately wasn't able to play any of the second half against Croatia. Looked like a left glute. Throws it out to Rubio. Now Gasol with the turn and the right hook just doesn't go. So we hope that Adam Hanger is okay for the rest of the tournament. It didn't look too serious. I think they were probably just being a little conservative with their star man. Here is Vucevic up against Marc Gasol, who does really well, Marc Gasol.
Just great defense from Gasol, not leaving his feet, not biting on any of the fakes. Just relying on his length, long arms.
Rubio driving to the lane. Has the ball knocked out of his hands. And Mihailovic can bring it clear. Quick pass down the floor. He's fouled, and he will head to the line and shoot three.
Yeah.
And it looks as though Abrines is just taking a little knock as well.
Yeah, I think Abrines just got a little bit out of control on the close out there. Couldn't stop himself. We're going to see it now. Just didn't quite see if they.
Yeah, may have just twisted an ankle or something on his way down. Well, he unsurprisingly is just going to take a seat. You can see him limping there. So may well be the last we see of Abrines today.
I mean, that's the effort that Scariolo will want from his players, regardless of the score, but just don't want to be getting any injuries through this game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? Great to see that effort when you lead by 25, but has he done himself a bit of damage in the process? Sejovic misses the second, he made the first. And misses the third as well, so didn't quite take his opportunity there from the line. And Sergio Rodriguez is back out on the floor for the Spanish. Ricky Rubio is taking a rest. Rodriguez, if you missed the, I think it was the first quarter, couple of no-look passes that he made was just a joy to watch. Try and watch that on the highlights.
Yeah, San Materio straight into the action, moving hard, cutting hard without the ball. And fouled, and he'll go to the line for two shots. Tyrese Rice shaking his head, but again, Montenegro looking for Tyrese Rice to give them some scoring, but he's got to defend the best he can, obviously.
Yeah, San Antonio was part of the gold-winning side in both 2011 and 2015. And splits them from the line. 2 points today for San Antonio. Is Rice, great pass from Tyrese Rice. Vucevic just can't quite get the two to go.
A good rebound by Barovic. Need more of that.
And just a little too zealous was Willy Hernan-Gomez, trying to strip the ball out of his hands.
But that's good intent by Barovic. Gets the ball, backs in, goes to make his inside move and draws the foul.
Really good crowd you can see there in the background that have come in for this one, and you'd imagine that more and more people would come in for our final game as well today. The hosts, of course, Romania, up against the Czech Republic. That starts in, what, about 90 minutes time or so. Hernan-Gomez grabs the rebound. So 40 seconds left or so of this third quarter. Rodriguez. Into Hernan-Gomez. And yeah, just a little too enthusiastic, the defence from Filip Barovic. Just jumping all over him. 4 fouls now for Barovic as well, so he could well join Todorovic. There's also Pavlicevic, who's got 4 personals, so they've got one guy that's already been ejected and 2 that are walking a tightrope.
Again, Rodriguez just pulling the strings, and Hernan-Gomez looking as though he was going to take off, and Barovic just couldn't help, bit on the fake.
Hernan-Gomez has done well on both ends of the floor today. 12 points, 5 rebounds. Here's Mihailovic. Throws it up, doesn't get it to go. Oh, just, yeah, I saw it. I wasn't sure whether the official did. There was just a little sly nudge in the back from Hernan-Gomez there, just to try and manoeuvre the Montenegrin out the way. Even he has a little grin on his face, Willy Hernan-Gomez. Don't know whether you can just see it there. There he goes.
Yeah, again, Vucevic though getting inside position, just forcing the action for the Montenegrins. That as they walk off, they look a little bit, their heads are down slightly, and the crowd a bit pensive. But the Montenegrins and coach Tancevic has now got to really try and lift them for one final push. And Scarioli just drawing up plays. I mean, he's planning for the rest of this game, but he's planning for the upcoming games as well. Everybody's getting in the flow. Everybody has played.
Yeah, it's a long old tournament, so Scarioli will just be hoping to try and cruise through the group stage if he can, and then the top 4 of each group, they go through, and then the knockout stage of the competition, they head over to Istanbul. The last group games are next Thursday, then they'll travel on the Friday, and then the knockout games start on the Saturday, I believe.
That's correct. So you want to get in the top 4, and then you join the top 4 from the other 3 groups for the final 16, as we see the highlights.
Yeah, there's games going on in Helsinki in Finland. They're also playing in Israel and in Turkey as well. These are the 4 host nations, of course, with Romania. Back live now. Vucevic misses the first from the line.
Just a couple of stats that stand out from this game. 18 assists for the Spanish, 10 for Montenegro. 11 turnovers for the Montenegrins, 6 for the Spanish.
Yeah, 8 assists for Sergio Rodriguez, but Pau Gasol, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. So Rodriguez with, well, has he just been told that he can't look at all when he's passing today? I think that may well be something, a little dare maybe from a friend.
Well, that is wonderful pass. A lot of zip on that pass, though. It was a tough catch.
Yeah, shot clock running down, so Tyrese Rice tries to knock down a very long three. Can't get it to go, but Spain, well, they increase their advantage in this match. 70 points to 44 now, the lead, as we head into the final quarter. No relief at all for the Montenegrins.
No, they had a...
So let's have a look at the statistics then from that, well, from the whole match, in fact, not just from that third quarter.
Spain still up above 50% two-point range. But the bench scoring is, they got 34 points from the bench to only 21 from Montenegro. And their biggest lead, obviously the Spanish, 27 points. Again, just sharing the basketball, the Gasol brothers passing to each other inside. There was that spot at the start of the quarter where Montenegro really started to look as though they believed, moved the ball quicker, made some shots, and then Spain gradually, under a couple of shots from Navarro, just slowly got the control back in the game.
Well, it is important, of course, for Montenegro to keep going here, because at the end of the group stage, it could well all come down to points difference and whatever other mathematical calculations that go on. So it is very important that they try and get as close to Spain as they possibly can and don't just completely switch off and lose by 50 here. So
absolutely correct, absolutely correct. They cannot throw the towel in. I'm sure, again, Coach Jantovic, they probably thought, unless it was a massive upset, it was going to be tough to get past the Spanish. It's the other games in the group that they're going to be wanting to play, be playing on full cylinder.
So Sastre. He was fouled.
So Oriola on the floor for Spain now. Another energy guy, another nice player to have coming off the bench. As we said earlier, won the ACB title with Valencia and has just moved to Barcelona, 24 years old, but a good energy guy, along with Sastre. Good guys to have coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's never won a medal, Joan Sastre, with the Spanish senior side. Did win bronze at the 2010 FIBA Europe Under-20 Championships in Croatia and then won gold the year later in Spain, as the open three is knocked down by Mihailovic.
Nice ball movement again, extra pass, shooting without any thought.
Sanamterio. Oh, did really well. He had Vucevic to try and get the ball up and over and banks it in nicely. Sanamterio now 5 points personal. Tyrese Rice to Vucevic. Rice again. Tricky little customer, Tyrese Rice. Plenty of steps and gives it to Vucevic, who takes on a tricky fadeaway. Can't get the two to go. Rodriguez now can bring it down the floor for Spain. Rodriguez, it'll be a three if it goes, which it does. And Sergio Rodriguez now has 7 points to add to his 8 assists already. Oh, it's a great pass! Oh! Yes, Mihailovic! Well, it's probably the play of the day from the Montenegrins.
Wonderful two-man play, and Mihailovic, the recipient, but Spain comes straight back.
Yeah, that's got to try and switch on defensively after making the play. Need to try and get a few stops as well. Here is Rice. Throws it up, it'll be a 2. Doesn't go, but Montenegro will keep the ball.
There's a tough shot from Rice, dribbling right, left-handed shooter. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a great pass, wasn't it, from Tyrese Rice.
Yeah, great job by the camera crew picking that. Let's see if that can spark Montenegro into more good activity.
Mihailovic can't get it to go. And Sanamterio eventually brings it down. Now Sergio Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it back outside, thought about the 3. Sanamterio in so much space, just knocks it down. Simple as that, like a training session for the Spanish.
Yeah, 2 or 3 passes, making the extra pass. Sanamterio wide open, shoot, knocks it down in rhythm.
Now Vucevic. Thought about giving it to Rice, instead throws it out to Barovic. Barovic, good pass inside, but Willy Hernan Gomez did well. Rodriguez, Oriola travels and will turn it over.
Good running by Oriola, but just adjudged to take an extra step.
So Juancho Hernan Gomez comes on, as does Guillem Vives for the first time today. He's the only man in the Spain squad who hasn't scored a point today. And in fairness, it's been impossible for him to do so because he hasn't been on the court.
This is his first minute. Another young player from Valencia on the ACB. Nickname Willy Vives.
Vucevic, oh, well done from Hernan Gomez, and yeah, just had the ball stripped illegally from behind him. Spain will keep it.
Yeah, good activity again. Hernan Gomez just standing up tall. They use their height. The Gasol brothers, Hernan Gomez, I'm sure it's been said many times, they use their height to the absolute maximum in basketball terms.
Yeah. So Jurisic now has 3 fouls as well. Racking them up with the Montenegrins is Hernan Gomez, and Rodriguez has been called on the foul there, so they'll turn it over. Yeah, right in front of the referee's nose.
And Rodriguez just trying to ride over that screen. And too much contact.
Tyrese Rice, the 3, tries to bank it in, can't get it to go. Rebound by Sanamterio. Willy Hernan Gomez. Doesn't have too many options, so had to go himself. Sergio Rodriguez, though, passes underneath, great pass. Looked as though he was going to throw up the 3 and instead just saw Sanamterio in a much better position. Drives to the lane, easy finish, does well. Oh, and just falls a little awkwardly, and Tyrese Rice very quickly just pointing out to the referee that he wants the play stopped and looks in a bit of pain here. Well, let's hope he's okay. This looks a little worrying. I think it's Pavlicevic.
And he's had a big game. He's had a big impact for him.
Yeah, gets a nice round of applause as he does get to his feet. I'm sure half the applause was for Sergio Rodriguez as well, who's just checking out the game.
Yeah, that was a great pass before that layup by Rodriguez. Sanamterio moving without the ball again for the 2.
Yeah, double digits for assists now for Rodriguez today, 10 assists. Oh, great pass, and just about gets it to go.
A high arcing little jump hook by Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Tyrese Rice. Rice throws it up, and that's really nice combo from Rice and Vucevic.
It was a nice drift in by Vucevic, and another pass for the alley-oop right on the money by Tyrese Rice.
Foul called on Vucevic. Hernan Gomez will head to the line. Tyrese Rice has used the ball well today. 3 assists, 7 points. On comes Oriola. San Antonio, the man that checks out.
Again, no drop-off in ability or attitude, energy, just a different look. So Hernan Gomez for 2. A really nice quick move he made there, getting the foul committed by Vucevic.
Yeah, the New York Knicks man. Started his career at Real Madrid in Spain. Was there for 5 years before joining the Knicks last year. Was actually named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team as well, so made a pretty big impact, did Willy Hernan Gomez. There was a technical foul called on Vucevic. So Spain will keep the ball as well.
I think that's just a frustration from Vucevic.
Yeah, I think Montenegro perhaps feel they're not quite getting the rub of the green with some of these decisions. Weren't happy about that at all. And this time Juancho Hernan Gomez will go to the line.
So that was a coach technical there.
Yeah.
For frustrations balling over. They don't want to lose any players or get anyone ejected. They've just got to stay in the game.
It's Hernan Gomez. Oriola tried to feed it into Hernan Gomez, but Spain have got it straight back. Did really well there, did Sastre. Here's Guillem Vives. Wants to try and add his name onto the points list. Last touch was off Willy Hernan Gomez, and they've turned it over.
That's better defense by Montenegro. Vives took off and tried to make the decision in mid-air, so that was just better guarding of Hernan Gomez under the basket there.
Mihailovic, he didn't see Hernan Gomez at all. And the whistle has gone. Foul called on Mihailovic.
Yeah, real frustration on his face. They've just got to keep it together. It's not a one and done tournament. They've got 4 more games after this. They don't want anybody getting a double technical or anything like that will make them miss the next game.
Well, it's just been relentless, really, from Spain. 26 points in the first quarter, 25 in the second, 19 in the third. They're already up to 20 in this final quarter.
So it's just a run of technicals here. They're getting free throws and possession.
Yeah, it's been some time since the ball was in Montenegrin's hands, it seems. Here's Vives again. Now Oriola. Oh, used the contact nicely. Just couldn't quite make the 2. Vucevic just gets the roll.
That's better from Nicola. He's got to take it on. Just catch the ball and straight to the basket there. Take it to the Spanish the best he can.
Scariola certainly using his full squad as well. You'd say a lot of the players out on court at the moment, they're fringe players, so to speak.
Yeah, yes, I'd say. I mean, Vives, it's great that he's been able to come in, get some minutes. He's obviously backing up behind the likes of Rubio and Rodriguez. You've got young Juancho Hernan Gomez. He's only 21 years old, playing in the NBA for Denver. So on other teams, as I think we said earlier, these would be starting.
Yeah. Haven't seen a huge amount of Pau Gasol in this fourth quarter, or Marc Gasol. Vucevic does really well. Great finish with his right hand, Vucevic.
Yeah, just catching the ball on the move, straight up, strong move. Spanish could not have done anything about that.
Yeah, 16 points now for him. He's certainly been one of their better performers, Vucevic, along with Pavlicevic, who's got 13. Throws up the mid-range two, can't get that to go. Rebound by Ivanovic. There's just a bit of a subdued atmosphere inside the arena at the moment. I think probably the scoreline not helping.
But Montenegro they've got to take some positives out of this. Whatever happens, they've got to take some positives. It is tough. They've got to look away from the scoreline, if you like, and just look to see who's going to be their main players for this tournament, who's going to carry them through thick and thin.
As you said, Graham, I think a lot of the teams would probably expect to lose to Spain, so they've just got to think, right, we've played the hardest team in our group, we've got 4 matches left, we need to try and win all 4 of those.
Exactly, that is the mindset.
Hernan Gomez, good defence from Montenegro on that occasion.
Scariola won't be pleased with that offence. That is a drop-off from what they have been doing.
2.5 minutes remaining in this match. Vives just knocks it out of bounds. Montenegro will keep it. Some pretty glum-looking Montenegrin faces there.
Yeah, young Radinic, someone's going to have to pick him up.
Difficult shot. Can't get it to go again. Good defense from Spain now. Guillem Vives to Sastre for 3. Way off target from Sastre. Last touch was off Oriola.
It's the Valencia 1-2 combo, but Spain maybe have just switched off slightly, and the offense just isn't clicking as well as it was.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the same kind of intensity at the moment from the Spanish. Which I suppose is natural. They lead 91-57. It's difficult to continue to motivate yourselves as the 3 goes from Mihailovic. 8 points personal for him to go with his 3 rebounds and 2 assists as well.
And the high-flying dunk. Again, you've got to take the positives.
Hernan Gomez out to his younger brother. Juancho knocks it down. He wanted the whistle. Doesn't get it, though. Just having another word with the referee is Juancho Hernan Gomez. What do you reckon of that one? May well have just been stood in his landing path. I think that's probably what Juancho Hernan Gomez was saying.
Yeah, I think so. Again, don't want any unnecessary injuries now, but they have to play the game out, play it the right way.
Jurisic helps it on to Ivanovic. Oriola still hustling in defence and knocked out of bounds by Sastre with 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Of course, for Spain, the likes of Sastre and Vives, they're playing for their minutes. They're playing for minutes during the tournament, and providing Spain qualify out of here, which we think they will. They want some minutes in Istanbul as well.
Pavlicevic throws up the 3, just comes up short, looked good in the air, but Willy Hernan Gomez, towering above them, brings down the rebound. Vives, great pass from Vives. Hernan Gomez! Oh, Sastre just couldn't quite connect, but Hernan Gomez again. Great play from the big man. Gets a big round of applause from Marc Gasol on the bench.
And a nice smile on the way back, and that's just getting after it. Second effort, even this late in the game.
Oh, nicely done from Sastre to steal it for the Spanish. Waits for support to come. Throws it out to Vives. Can he get off the mark? Yes, he can! And every Spanish player has some points to their name.
Yeah, lovely, unselfish ball movement. Just what the Spain trademark is. And Willy Vives knocks it down.
Try and respond with a 3 of their own, just off target. Oriola leaves it for Juancho Hernan Gomez. To Oriola again, and I think they're pretty happy just to tick down the clock. Juancho Hernan Gomez wants to get on with it. He wants to continue playing, but no, the Spanish are pretty happy, and so they should be. A pretty emphatic performance from perhaps the favourites to win EuroBasket 2017 on the evidence that what we've seen today, you can't really blame anyone for thinking that. A tremendous professional performance that has seen Spain run out 99-60 victors. Graham, I'm guessing we've seen nothing in this match that has changed your opinion that Spain are the team to beat in this tournament?
No, absolutely, Adam. They are a well-oiled machine. They're just running through the gears in this game. Got so many options inside and out, so unselfish, work for each other. Two sets of brothers with that chemistry as well. It's only going to help the team. As for Montenegro, they've really got to show some character. They've got some big players, and the fringe players have got to come forward as we look at some of the stats.
Yeah, Montenegro will be disappointed, 36% from two-point range, only 15 from 42 they connected with. They'll need to try and improve on that.
Spain with 24 assists. Obviously they've got some great playmakers, with Sergio Rodriguez leading that. 6-0 on the blocks.
Yeah, a lot of fouls as well from Montenegro. 29 fouls they had. Todorovic ejected. And here are the game leaders. Willy Hernan Gomez leading the way with 18 points and 9 rebounds. A big game for him. Sergio Rodriguez, 10 assists. Pretty impressive performance from Sergio Rodriguez.
And supporters loving this in the crowd here in Cluj-Napoca. Wonderful host city, as we've now got 2 games under our belt, and there's the top scorers. Hernan Gomez brothers 18 and 13. Pau Gasol 10. As we said, he is now the second all-time EuroBasket scoring leader.
Yeah, he needs 51 from this point onwards to try and usurp Tony Parker at the top of the list. But yeah, pretty good performance from Spain to open up. Habitual slow starters, but they're off to a pretty quick-fire start here at EuroBasket 2017. We will leave you with the highlights from this one, but of course, remember, we still have one more game for you to come. It'll start in pretty much an hour from now, so make sure you're back in an hour. It is the host Romania. They are taking on the Czech Republic.